Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Carr. Oh, and that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Raiders, and even 50 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Down, 180.
Now a play fake. Carr. And he's going to go down again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Ray. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot. And the Raiders have got him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense, right?
Job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Romo. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drills, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 2nd down, here's Romo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Romo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
And there's the first time that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Romo now to throw it. And he fires one incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you not got too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Hey, we got 4. Right down.
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Carr to throw on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing his car on third down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Play action. It's Romo. Now Romo hit, and he loses the football. He had it jarred out, and the Raiders have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Down!
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
That boy's got 4 down. 808.
Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Escaping the pressure into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Romo. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Detroit! Detroit!
A shotgun snap for Romo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. To throw is Romo. Now he's flushed out left. He's got his man on the crossing route. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now Tony Romo on first down. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side caught by Ridley. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 yards there and a first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
How about the defense not hanging their heads from the previous play where they were beat for a big run, came back on the very next down, and made a play defensively that was to their credit.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Carr now, 5 out of 10, 50%. From the gun, it's Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Hey. We got 4.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Working from the gun, it's Carr, and that is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, 7:34.
Carr now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Carr now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Carr to throw again. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Justin Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And finding the tight end Hooper. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Romo. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they say officially it's a 68-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now Carr, flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Monday, down. You 80?
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the 1st.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That one good for 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at Burt.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Third and 2, it's Romo. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. And it's hard to hold a kick from this distance against him, but that is now 3 misses for him in the game so far.
3! And you wonder where his head's at right now. Kickers are a funny breed, but I have a feeling he'd love to see a 29-yarder next time to get him back in the groove.
Down. You 80?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Derek Carrier, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, Carr. And now here is another interception. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Romo. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 45 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Romo now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Flushed out right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Now a first down throw. Romo. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Play action. It's Romo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. They get it to him running left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. Now Romo on third and goal. Now he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. Fourth and goal. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. Well, I don't know too much about the mind of a kicker, but I think, Charles, it's fair to say he needed that one.
The confidence has still got to be shattered, but you never know when he's going to be called on for the big one. So you got to keep running him out there and just hope that he straightens things out.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Here's Carr to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by D. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, first and 10. After the interception, here's Romo. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him? That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just and they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction. I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Romo. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct in what the team...
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Following the fumble recovery, Romo. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Romo being chased out left. Looking deep for Julio. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Romo. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from... And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. Look at the spin. There he goes, right side. The 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Martavis Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Detroit! Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now it's Romo. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Romo. Flush to his right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Tony Romo on 1st down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit!
To the air again, Romo. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Romo here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 2nd and 10. Romo once more. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Romo now to throw it. He's going to walk one deep left side here. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
So that's now 12 points that they've left on the field, 4 missed field goals.
Now, you and I were both hoopers, so you know it's like being a shooter in basketball. Sometimes when things go wrong, it gets in your head, and it's tough to get back on track. And that one, it never had a chance.
3 Throwing on first down is Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Bryant with a catch right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
The Raiders on third down, lacking much, 6-13. He's back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Ryan wants to throw it. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Ryan, eluding the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Romo. And he comes back with one complete. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here's Romo, and he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He can run for it, and he will. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
4th down, ball's at the 1-yard line. Do you go for it, or do you go ahead and kick a field goal? I think because you're going to end up giving a long field, even if you don't score, I put my trust in my defense. I go for it and try and get the points.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Carr to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back to throw, Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
But he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third pick of the game. Instead, it's third down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
To throw his Carr. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A roadway.